I wanted to give you another update on the Back to Eden garden. I am constantly amazed how well this tree mulch works. Here's the avocado tree. We've got some avocados on here, several actually, but those are the largest. Until yesterday I had not put down any water on any of these plants. It's because I didn't feel that they needed them, but it's been so hot and it's been so long since we've had any rain. I broke down yesterday and put water down at the base of these trees, then came out this morning to do this video, but I thought I would just check right here where we haven't put down any water, and already I can feel the moisture, and it has been several weeks since we have had any kind of rain at all, and it's been in the 80s, and just look how rich this is. This was put down I think last October. Look at this. It's just, I mean, you pay for this when you go down to the nurseries to buy. This is incredible, and it's moist and it's cool. But you know, this is the first year I've done this. It hasn't been quite been a year yet, and I was just a little nervous. What I probably should have done is just do this right like this and just dig down. But this is doing an amazing job. You could plant right in this. The system works. It does keep the ground cool. It does keep it moist. It does decompose and nourish the soil. So other than a bucket or two of water that I put down yesterday, these trees have not had any water. These plants have not had any water. Now when I came out here this morning to get ready to video, I did come across some weeds. Here are some weeds I pulled up this morning, and they came up really easy. I couldn't believe how easy they came up. If I can find some more. Here's some more weeds here. I'm green-brown colorblind, so it's hard for me to find these weeds. Okay, so here's a weed, and it's kind of right on the edge, but it's in the tree mulch, and so I can come down here and I can get the weed where before I was just breaking off the tops. But down here in the mulch, you can actually get down and get to the base of the weed and get the root. See that? So it really does, I have to look to find weeds, but when you do find them, they are very easy to get up. Look at that. Just so easy. So I'm very, very pleased. All the plants are doing great. This really does reduce the amount of water that you need in your plants. Now I also wanted to show you how well the plants are growing. Here's my pomegranate, and I've got some onions I planted around the bottom here too. Again, I put down water yesterday. I didn't need to, but I'm learning. I'll trust. I'll have faith. So here's the weed. I'm just going to pull it right here. Comes right up, root and everything. Look how easy that is. No digging. Roots, everything. Look at that. And this was all lawn before. Okay, so let's come over here and take a look at my wife's garden. Here's her tomato plants. Again, these have not had a drop of water since she planted these a couple months ago. So here we're trying some heirloom variety here, ones that we've never planted before. I don't know if you can tell, that's at least, I'm 6'2", and that's probably 8 inches off the ground. That's at least 6 feet, 7 feet tall. So that's doing very well. She's got tomatoes, she's got peppers in there. Here are some peppers that she bought from the store, you know, the green peppers. And you know how you cut the bottoms off? She put those in water, and then she put them in soil, and she's grown these peppers from the peppers that she got at the store. We've already harvested all of the sweet peas. Those are gone. Here's the lettuce. We've been eating lettuce like crazy. Let me just go ahead and reach into here and see if I can show you the moisture. Look at that. Now we have the drip irrigation tubing in here that we put in last year, but we haven't used it yet. But it's nice. You can feel it. It's nice and moist. It's actually wet. Okay? But it's not soggy. Very, very impressed with very simple, very effective Back to Eden technique. Wanted to show you out front here in her flower slash vegetable bed, because what we have in here is she's planted broccoli and cabbage right in with the flowers. And I have snuck in some onions. Look at these onions that I just snuck in. All I did is I just moved the tree mulch to the side, put the onion in, and covered it back up. Again, none of this has been watered, but as I just move that aside, I can feel the moisture down inside of here. Look at this. Wonderful mulch that's coming from this. Okay, nice and moist. But none of these flowers have been watered. None of these plants have been watered. They are all growing great. A good indication of how much water plants need are these pansies, because if they don't get the water that they need, they just really fold up. But as you can see, everything is just growing fabulously well. So it is getting warmer. We may turn the water on, but we're just going to trust the system right now. We're going to check the ground, watch the plants, but it is really reduced the amount of water that we've had to use. The nice thing about doing that is that we're not overwatering. When you water as a gardener, you never really know how much water your plants need, but by using the tree mulch with the Back to Eden system, then it takes care of itself. I mean, just look at these beautiful plants here. It reduces the cost. It makes gardening, whether it's vegetable gardening or flower gardens, much easier. And we have the beauty of nature around us. This is LDS Prepper reminding you, if you are prepared and use the Back to Eden garden system, you'll have a beautiful vegetable or flower garden with very little work.